more of the one and only worst grind in the game. Oh, and also shine. Wait, we have shine picks? Okay, so what we're going to do is more Dia and what now? What did I even get? Okay, I got I don't even know what I got. But no, we're going to axolotl hunting because half of it we need that and we need fish. Because we need that much for the first one, and then we need to slowly build up the karmic, because right now my karmic is for hunting is 43, and I need that to be higher so I could get more better karmic. So we've been doing that. Normally I will watch a video, but there's nothing on. There's nothing on. Like the only thing I saw, like, the high two people are really my server. Huh? Wait, what? I hate this. I hate this so much. It's you. Okay. Can we? And then what I have to do, switches soon for this, is I have to also upgrade on. Hello. Cool. So now we got one more essence that we can use for essence farming. But you know what I'm waiting for? Oh man, I'll I hate this so much. I hate this. I hate this. Okay, cool. I don't know why you keep crashing. So what happening is my power went out a couple days ago, and I think there's a thing where it either what I'm using as a tool UPS thing, which one of it is one of it is the mic that I'm using, the mouse. The other one is like to the light. So like I can't take that one out. I can. It's annoying to do. But we need like a ton of these. We need like about 300 of these. Yeah, but I need to do this so I can get a bunch of more. So then afterwards we don't have to do this grind anymore. And we could go get these like every 15 hours. Or... But okay, as I was saying, like I would Do you know that this game have one of the worst mechanics for fishing? Yeah, but no, I was watching some people play Hytale, and I'm like, and I play hypixel before. I'm a hypixel streamer. The reason why I'm not playing, I didn't buy it. Half of it, like I'm broke. The other half is I just don't like when my games not even do that, because the issue for one Mississippi, her Mississippi. But as I was saying, like if people playing it, I'm like, dude, the thing is, the hype is gonna die, and when it officially get released, people will not play, and I'm gonna tell you that, or people will. But the thing is, but if, like I was watching that, and it's sort of the funniest thing. Yeah, it is, because I was watching like people talk about it, and they're like, "Wow, this game is super." I'm like, "Yeah, it hightails." But I was watching that, and then I was watching some guy. Oh, I love. Dude, I was watching some like Pharaoh, because okay, one funny person who you want to see 3R, like Pharaoh just doing stuff with 3 animation. It's the funniest thing you could do. I generally like when you have like YouTubers who do live action, and then like live video game footage, and then they put like, they're like, "Yep, we're gonna make it funny, guys. Yeah, I feel like we're gonna make it 10 times more funnier." Oh, chill bones. I don't need chill bones. Chill bones are grown. But I was watching that, and it's sort of. Okay, hold on. I want to talk about what my sister started watching something like a while ago, because my sister is sort of interesting. She's watching game theories. Okay, cool. But I realized something halfway through, because I was watching one. More. You are mine now. little fish. But I'm happy this week because I have an idea for a video because I want to write a very controversial video on Limbics Company because okay, sorry, to basically bum people. So they have a character Roland and everyone like, oh, but why? And I figure out why, and it's way more funnier because I have to make two assumptions, but the assumption are, if you actually think about it, actually sort of interesting because one of it is that one attack wasn't by what the indent on. I died twice. I just okay, one is Rin. You know, everyone's favorite character, Rin. Did not attack a facility. This is important. Because because okay, I don't want to spoil it. Is a good Kanto. But the idea is the attack wasn't by Rin for this one thing. It would roll in, and because I seen I seen a lot of spoiler from this. But I have an idea for one where I just talk about that. Be like this. I've been working on something that will be a long form probably or multi-part. I still haven't decided. If it is multi-part, probably like the first two. Like, okay, there's 3 ways I could handle this. Multi-part, where I go through every single character based on importance, which is like all of them are important because they built up from each other. But I don't want to do that because I sort of want to, like, I sort of have to, because of like important story beats. So that would be, for example, like the stray dogs, but probably going to be a longer. I think longer form for it would be better. But I mean, I would have to talk about every fight, including the boring ones. But the idea is, I have that going. I already finished. I started working on one part of a whole entire thing. But I have that, and then I have so much on this other. Oh. I am my sorrow, and the sorrow is me. Hold on. Can people hear? You don't need that top. On me when I there's a I don't have the video. I am my sorrow. I am nothing, a sorrow. Nothing more. I've been, April is cheerful to me. I'm not lip reading that. It's a It's time to be saved. I feel like going. That time and go. I see. There. Wait. Big bad legend. I have an idea. I have an idea for one. I'm cooking up something. I'm cooking up. Ooh. Oh. Sayonara. Little fish. Oh man, wait. Yeah. Wait, I have idea. Sorry, I'm playing music. Goodbye, fish. I have an idea. I actually have a cool fight. So hear my idea. Part don't want to spoil. Oh, I just thought of the coolest thing. Oh, I just realized I could do the best thing. I'm listening to music. I'm listening to something. I just realized I could do. So my idea is one of the boss fights, which I don't know which one. I have two in mind. Playing a Melody New song in like the most heartfelt scene of like the final one, because about love, and they're like, and I could do it like that, or another one where it becomes like an emotional piece that literally, oh, I'm putting that because I think that will be cool. Like, I have to look through the lyrics to make it 10% more better. Because if it like the song like not about that more, because the way I see it, there are two things. Can't spoil it. Like, I know the story enough where I know which one it could go for. And it ends in the most special way yet, where you play that. It playing, and then do. I love Hypixel Friday. I love Hypixel Friday. Okay, we. Okay. This is it. I love, oh man. Man, I love. Yeah, okay, but going in. So, I don't know if I have. Okay, as I was saying, I have like ideas. One I have is the like a review of that new Encanto, because I literally thought I was wrong in some regard, because I put one where like, oh, he's a claw. No, I was wrong on that. Oh, because, but I'm mad. I would write about other things. I was wrong how they were being used. One thing I put for Ryoshi and Kanto that the main. Wait, I did how wrong I would. I would write. I said, oh, we are not playing. Why are there a bunch of wet? One thing I put like the newest, like the heavy boss would be the that Anya will be more used as a villain. I would just because I was assuming with the Lord of as a literal sense, but it wasn't. But it's even cooler because, and when I did it all before we even knew Nurse Father and all that, and then I wrote it. I'm like, okay, this is what's going to happen. The Nurse Fathers, at the time I didn't. I'm like, okay, we're finding 5 fingers, mutilated memories. As I was saying, all that, and my theory was like, I'm like, yeah, Yoshi, yeah, but I don't think it will. I'm so mad. I could put that out there and I'll be right. Now I have to work on a Mitsuru one, which that one is easy, because it may be a little bit tricky, but we already have the concept of what it will be. And I want to do that quick. Basically, his Intervola will be more of like a repair thing. Like either repair or it'll be the travel itself to Ancorp. And then like okay, as I was saying. So like for his, I wrote the plot line basically. Because I'm assuming every Encanto is going to be a direct thing. And his, I have it. It's going to be a jailbreak. Basically, that Faustus, I'm changing mine a little bit because Faustus doesn't work. I like it, but I see a better vision of what her Encanto is. Because the one I wrote, and I'm sorry, I'm just yapping, yap time. Is hers will not be a direct thing to the index, but more of an indirect. And more of a okay, cool beans. Index funny. With her whole entire thing will be more of an idea, because Faustus is, and I could actually see it better in this one regard, which is Faustus will more likely be a different factor than what I thought it would be, because Faustus' whole thing is Discord. And I'm not joking. Literally, that what the community dubs it, the Faust core. I could dub it that. But the idea I have is Faust basically getting, basically more likely, it like all of them go in. They're all like, Faust, you did a good job. No, we're not going to. where Faust going in and like, yeah, we should know. This is what I'm going with Faust. Faust was a beholder. She was part of B Corp. And it's sort of like she watched everything with it and she used the technology as she was more of like a worker type. And it makes sense because like it showed like, oh, Faust actually, it oftentimes not cut out of the system of that. It would be cool. Secondly, I know what's happening. Oh, my religious thing of the golden bough. You see, we're making a tree. We're making a certain tree, which I need to check this. So my theories are going to be schizo wild. Like, for example, they said apple. So we're going in theology, which you should for this. Because it would having stuff in Revelation. It is the apple of good and evil. For anybody who don't know what that is, Adam and Eve ate an apple. The apple good evil, original sin. The idea I have is, unlike that being used as a justification, it is literally the super ego. The first light that hits is the awakening. Like that. And then like, there's so much stuff I want. But the Intervola will most likely be if I had to guess, will be not Gregor awakening, but a training arc somewhat, like getting Gregor back on his feet. And then it's them like, wow, they're what, older Sinclair? Yeah. Older Sinclair. And they have to fight like an older version of Sinclair. But like the Pap timeline where he becomes a bum. He becomes like Roland. Where he donned like the black, like he dons like a color fix. I know you, and I know what you're afraid of. Sorry about that. But it like ultimately becomes a different thing where the idea is Roland is fighting this, and it becomes a more of an impactful story of it, and we learn how like awakening works. Because I think we're going to see it in not probably in Otis or like Faust's, but it will be like a corrupt version. Like even Greg, wait, okay. And And like even better because we gotta see the traders. For each side. Like, quote unquote. Because I believe one of the Encanto we'll fight. Damien will reveal one of them is another. It's Sinclair from the future, who is basically travel back in time, basically into that, and like, thanks, Damien. Like, I'm joking, but most likely going to be Sinclair. If we're assuming that like they will not, like, because I see like this what happened. Grayer go in, he like graying up. Then like it going to be a fake out because then he controls his thing, which will be suddenly one day I became a bug life, and I became bug, but it used that to like show his progression, or like it going in through everything until like suddenly I could feel it, I could control, I can see. Okay, cool. Got that. And then I think Sinclair the trader. Because Damien going to go in and be like, "You're daming it up time. We're going to be daming it up." And I think that will be the thing. And I think if we were going to have a thing, Grayer will probably be the one. But the other issue is okay, you got that one. I think we'll I don't think it will be. If it Gregor, I could see it. I could see Sinclair. Because Sinclair's setting up to be that. To be basically that. Basically, the idea is he's going to use the signal and it's going to pull like the one that joined Damien group. And it won't revert back. But it will be like, here, you could control his body for now. I don't need him, for I am stronger. And it like, because I see this where like the Sinclair of the, because okay. Sinclair of the past go in. He like, it's and he going in. This is how cool my idea are. We know that will be used again to have Damien, like the Damien group Sinclair to go back in from the future, who like they achieved their goal, and unlike the Smoke War, which is most likely Herman's Sinclair. It will be Damien's, which is wearing, and this is how cool, yeah, I'm not doing that. I just realized I can't do that. He go in and he like, peace and quiet. You go in, he sees that, he's like, hello, madam. I am Angela. Do. It becomes like the blue reverb where it open up. Because I see that. If the blue Damien group, it just the blue reverbs again. And you see Sinclair in the middle. And you see a simple word. The branch of knowledge of the past and future. I miss him. Then it goes into like the fight. And it literally like certain Sinclair come out and you're like I see. So this, you have to pick your destiny. Join the blue funny people. Because that's what I think it is. Is Sinclair, that Sinclair is the bad Sinclair. It's from the he's from the bad timeline. He's from the evil timeline where Sinclair becomes evil. I'm joking. The idea is that certain Sinclair is from the blue where Herman's smoke word does come to fruition, but it is not that. It is Damien's who takes control by using the smoke of the conflict, which are creating distortions, because a lot of his group have like more of a distortion base. Like Damien have signals, which we don't know what it creates. But I have a theory what it creates. And then it created another thing, which is Gregor, which ultimately the prosthetics and all that, it basically, because okay, I have to explain things. I think the second smoke war is between prosthetics, limbs, and distortions. And not any distortions. Not distortion from all that, but distortion from the happy cans. Because they're happy. By the way, N-Corp singularity and emotion, so a natural. And one of the things they sell a can. This is important because I wrote a whole entire thing on Merceau can, and I like it. I actually like it. It actually makes sense now. Because and I need to check something. Wow. Oh, they're a player on. Oh, cool. They're people. Sorry, I was doing something. Okay, later. Nope. Okay, and then wait, third Ryoshu Encore? Oh yeah. Uh, nails and hammers. Or... Okay, singularity. Yeah, cans. Don't care. Taboo hunters. Yeah, how many bows do they have? Okay. Photographer, American John. I can't find it. I have to look it up and see how many. But I think they're going to be attacking N Corp. Or they're going to be fighting off that. Because I know what their plan is. And it actually cool. It actually like a cool plan. So like, I got bored and I realized, oh, they want natural spirit. Wow. Because of Yinks. Because their whole idea is to destroy the Mirrorverse. Is to create one natural world. One reality that is natural. Where people can look at it and live. And it's that. There are other cool things. Like, I personally believe that we will be fighting an interesting character that most people will know of. But I think during Encore, we will be just having a normal thing. But I don't know. I don't know. I think Encore will end with one of the worst. Because I believe we will be fighting not absurdism. Because Merceau's and Kanto are going to be more symbolic, like Ryoshu's. By the way, Ryoshu and Kanto, it's just this symbolic base of Yoshihide from Hell's Screen for like every single character. Like, for example, to base it, the relationship he had to different characters. So the index was to more to the Lord. That one. From it, the princess to Yoshihide beat so bad. The middle is Anya relationship, where he spoils his daughter. And then the pinky is the monkey. Because he hated the monkey. The monkey was bad. So that's all the relationship. It was meant to be a parallel to it. And the reason why I bring up it because the whole idea is, the whole entire thing is, it was a idea to kind of show that. And it even made it more clear with the two others, like, with the two other sinners. Oh wait, I want to check something. There's one in here, right? Is it Mango Grove? We have that. I thought there was one, but I could be wrong. Sorry, I'm just looking for things. Okay, but as I was saying, the whole plot of Yoshi, if you actually think about it, it's literally bad parenting. So the two people that were like affected, we know their parents. One second. How many do I need of 163? Yeah, but the idea is Yoshi, whole entire thing could be just summed up as for a character. And they're like traits. So for example, Index not being able to see, I have to look at picture books. It because in the original one, Yoshi could only paint what he's seen with his eyes. The ring, art, and also explain the relationship is to the arts, which is exception, but it won. Is exception like obsession with art, but one thing of art. So that way you had characters like Hillmine basically saying that I like kind of playing, and that way he was kicked out because the whole entire lore is all of them were basically banned from their things due to different reasons. The easiest is like the thumb, because the thumb banned Lucia because she basically was rude. They banned the ring because they just didn't like it art. Ban the pinky because the pinky, I don't know what, getting old. She was old. And the index because he was falling from power to do this. But their whole thing was to make the concept thing and slowly start using it. And then it's so much stuff. I even broke. It could basically be summed up as Ryochu did funny happened. Ryochu was mad because like for example for anybody wondering, Thumb's subsidiary was attacked by Roland. This is an important spoiler, and I personally believe the reason why it was we never seen Rem is because it wasn't Rem who attacked the facility. Because I think what it was Ram never attacked. It because Aya said that with a man in a black suit, and that she couldn't get a face. But it would probably Roland who did the attack because that fits his MO with other victim, like the Church of Gears and Puppets, where they were both attacked because of reviving the dead. One second. So like the whole entire thing with like seeing that one and being like, we need a black silence at home. And they can even be seen with each character. But I don't know. One second. But we have that. And I think it better storytelling. Like, literally, the but I don't know. It's really game theory. Okay. Yeah, I really want to see one thing. I'll do one more because we're about 120 away to max out. What I believe will max out most of my hunting chance. I'm breathing. I'm dying. But I think it was that, and he got the pre-script like, hey, be rolling. And then either he started getting the pre-script after the first time they met, but that doesn't make sense unless you get the pre-script earlier. Because I personally see it with rolling, but I feel like the Merceau one is the most accurate. Similar to Otis, but Otis was kind of bad because the whole okay. I'm gonna end stream. Sorry, I'm getting tired. See y'all next time.